How big is a million? Pipkin was a very small penguin who was always asking big questions. How wide is the sea? How high is the sky? Is the moon made of cheese? But the thing he wanted to know most of all was how big is a million? He went to ask his mama. She was catching breakfast. It's important to have your tummy very full when you're asking such big questions. Pipkin counted the fish his mama had caught. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10's a big number of fish for breakfast, he said. But if 10's this big, how big is a million? A million's more fish than you could ever eat, said Mama. A million's much, much more than 10. Pipkin thought about this for a while, and he tried to imagine much, much more than 10. It's no good, he said, at all. I'll have to go and find a million to know for sure how big it is. Good luck, called Mama, as she watched him go. Pipkin walked a little way and found a crowd of penguins. They were huddled in a circle, keeping warm. That's a lot of penguins, Pipkin thought. They're much, much more than 10. Excuse me, he called. How many of you are there? 100, said the middle penguin, and I'm the warmest one of all. 100's a very big number, said Pipkin. If 100's this big, how big is a million? A million's much, much bigger than 100, the middle penguin said. But 100 is enough to keep your toasty warm. Would you like to join us? Oh, no, thank you, said Pipkin. I have to find a million. He set off again through the deep white snow. After a while, his feet got tired of walking and he slid on his tummy down a long, steep hill. He bumped into a seal cup who was doing exactly the same thing. Then ever so quietly, it began to snow. Look, snowflakes, it began to snow. That's a lot of snowflakes, Pipkin whispered. There are more than 100 and much, much more than 10. Do you think there are a million? No, said the seal cap, but I'm sure there are 1,000. And there really were 1,000. 1,000 is a really big number, said Pipkin. If 1,000's this big, how big is a million? The seal cap wrinkled his nose. Well, he said, a million's much, much bigger than 1,000. Pipkin and the seal cap built a snow penguin and a snow seal cap and threw far too more snowballs to count. Then Pipkin said, I really have to go. I have to find my million. He said, bye-bye, and the seal cap said, good luck. Pipkin walked and walked and walked all around the South Pole and back home again. His toes were cold and he was sleepy all over. He hadn't found a million of anything at all. Pipkin was a very, very disappointed penguin. He said to his mama, I found 10 yummy fish, 100 warm penguins, 1,000 pretty snowflakes, and a brand new friend. But I could not find a million, however hard I tried. And Mama gave him a big warm hug. Come outside, she said. I've got something to show you. Here's your million, my little Pip. You can make a wish on every single one. And this is Pipkin's million. So eventually, he found out how big a million is.